What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for The Real Housewives of New York City, you guys. Season 15, episode number 4, you guys. And the episode was titled Match Point of No Return. So before we do get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop checking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the Real Housewives of New York City, shall we? Hey, Shayna, how are you doing today? Hope everything is going good for you because I know that I saw that you lost your phone the other day, and I know there's something's going on with your channel. So I hope that everything is good and positive with you. And I'm sending, positive vibes towards you. All right, you guys. So this episode, um, New York City, y'all. I don't know how I feel about New York City. I don't think it's so. Here's the thing I will say. This episode was so much better than last week's episode to me, but I finally figured out I figured out what it is, and I said it in my Potomac review. If you guys didn't watch it Monday that I did, oh, you're so welcome, Shayna. You're so welcome. But yeah, I said it in my Potomac video, you guys, that what did I say in my oh well the ladies from the previous New York, they ain't there, so it's a different batch of women. And what I will say is with these batch of women, they're I know people try to say that they're boring, but they're not. It's not that they're boring. It's the fact that one, they're not real friends with each other. Number two, they're self-producing this dang on they're producing themselves. And that's a problem that I always have when it comes to housewives is when the housewives get used to being on the camera, being on the show, they start producing themselves, right? And I think that's the problem with New York for me, is I feel like the ladies are producing themselves. I think that Bravo could also do something in the realm of bringing some of the original New York women over to, integrate with this cast. But if they take my idea, I hope they give me something from it. But I think everybody else has been saying this as well. Also, you guys, I want to say something real quick. So I have a goal for the end of the year. So we are almost in November. So from November to December, I'm hoping to close the year out at 2,000 subscribers because I'm currently sitting at um 1937. So I'm 63, I believe, away from 2,000. So all my videos that I have, you guys, please share my content so that way I can hit the goal of 2,000. And yeah, that's by the end of the year. If it don't happen, it is what it is. But hopefully we can get to 2,000 by the end of the year because I'm also doing some different things with the channel. I am also going to be doing a review later in about an hour from now. I will be doing Married at First Sight because they're back and they're in Chicago. This season seems like it's going to be interesting. We'll talk about it in a live, but yeah. So New York, we see as the ladies went to go play tennis, right? And oh, thank you so much, Shayna. Thank you. So yeah, we see as the ladies went to go play tennis, and none of those ladies could play tennis to save their lives. They all sucked, right? Now, here's the thing that I will say is I'm so confused with Psy because you made up with Bren in last week's episode, but now in this episode, you're giving her the cold shoulder. It's very weird to me. Then we got deep when they asked Raquel about her last name, right? And when she told the story about her father, I was like, wow, that is terrible. But there are some people out there like that, right? Where, people have kids and they want absolutely nothing to do with their kids. They mistreat them. And it's like, wow, you're a terrible person, because she called her dad up. I guess his wife had answered the phone, so the dad called her back, going off on her, talking about never call there again. So she told her mama, and her mom told one of her dad's brothers, and then he went off, like he just went off on everybody. But she said, I know she went to the house for the holidays one year, met her siblings. They took a picture together, and then the daddy cut up the picture and gave each one of them their portion of the picture. I was like, that is terrible to do to a kid. She said she was about like 12 years old. I was like, it's a special place in hell for that man. And look at you now. You are a successful woman, baby. Here's the interesting thing when it comes to people who have kids, right? I'm not going to get too deep into my story, but I always think when people have kids that they cast away or mistreat them, it's like, you do know that you're going to get older one day, right? You do know that your body can get ailments that you may need a transplant, kidney, bone marrow, anything. And then 9 times out of 10, the child that you mistreated will be the one that'll be able to help you with whatever it is that you need in your life. So I just never understand people who mistreat their kids like that. Is something in this world that I would never understand. It's terrible. It's terrible. But that's even take out kids. You just should be mindful and cautious of how you treat people. As the age old saying goes, do unto others as you would want done unto you. And if you want somebody to treat you like nothing, like gum on the bottom of your shoe, then there's something wrong with you, in my personal opinion, right? So after that, they got back to the house, and Bren told Aaron that she was ready to go. And honestly, as much as I don't care for Bren all that much, I wasn't even really mad at Bren, because it's like, here's the thing. I'm here. We're supposed to be having a good girls' weekend, but instead, two of our friends are giving me the cold shoulder. One is cussing me out and calling me a snake and all this kind of stuff. So I don't want to sit around, like, if we're supposed to be having fun, that ain't fun for me to be getting cussed out, getting the cold shoulder. So I got where Bren was coming from. But Aaron asked her, to stay, right? And I was like, I don't know if I would stay. The only reason in this particular setting why I would stay is because that's their check, right? If they're not on camera, they're not getting paid. So I got where Aaron was coming from. It's like, I'm not going to let nobody run me away from my check. So I get that. I definitely get that. But yeah, it is like, these are grown ass women. And I honestly feel like they're playing childish high school games, if we're being honest with one another. That's my personal opinion. Everybody else can tell me how they feel. But like I said earlier, with Psy, it's just really confusing to me that you still have an issue with Bren, but you and Bren made up in previous episodes. And then we also saw a flashback where Psy went to Aaron's room, asked Aaron for something, and when she left, she walked right past, literally walked right by Bren as if she wasn't there. It's like, girl, what is your issue? Like, this is part of the reason what I was just saying earlier. It feels like to me that the ladies are self-producing themselves. And here's like I said, I don't think that this is a bad cast. I don't think anything negative about this cast. I just think, for me, I just think that, like I said earlier, I think that the women, which is crazy, they're only 2 seasons in, and they're used to the cameras and stuff like that. They're used to the cameras. They are self-producing themselves. It's just a little interesting to me, but it is what it is. So, like I said, Aaron was able to talk Brent into staying. Now, after that, we see as it's the next day, right? No, no, no. It's the same. Whenever they got back, so they're having dinner for that night, right? So when they got back to the house, the ladies are going to stay. Most of the ladies are staying there, with the exception of Uba, Sai, and Jessel, who went to the grocery store, right? And they went to go get the food for that they're going to cook, right? And the fact that Jessel didn't know how much eggs and stuff cost. Well, you know what? I don't really know how much that stuff costs either, because when you go to this, here's the thing. We all know inflation is out there, inflation is real. But we still got to eat, we still got to do all this stuff. And sometimes I'm guilty of it myself. I'll pick up stuff to buy to cook at home. Don't even really look at the price, and then when I get to the counter to check the cash register to check out, it'd be like, damn, what did I spend all this money on? Like, I don't have a whole lot of stuff in my basket, and it's just me. Whew, y'all, do your civic duty and go out and vote. That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna get political for just a little second, and then I'm gonna get off of it. So, you guys know that one party is running on the inflation and immigration, right? But you guys do know that the inflation is one, because of the pandemic that we came out of. Number two, it's because of corporate greed. It's not anything that Congress or the president has caused. I just want everybody to be aware of that, and that's all I got to say. Again, I'm not telling you guys how to vote or who to vote for. Just do your civic duty and get out there and vote. Vote, 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 vote. That is all I want to say. So it was kind of funny seeing them talk about look at the price. And then when they had that organic milk, that shit was $9. I was like, organic milk is $9. What is the difference between organic? I don't drink milk because I'm lactose intolerant. But I was like, what is the difference between organic milk and regular milk from cow? I don't know. Hey, Bill, how are you doing today? Once I get off this live, I'm gonna go watch your review. I cracked up laughing at the beginning of your review when you were talking about Rebecca. It is something weird about that lady. It's something weird about Rebecca, and that's all I'm gonna say. So after they left the grocery store, so we see the other ladies back at the crib, and they're so they're cooking the food. It is Shabbat. Is that what they were doing? It was a Jewish dinner, right? So the lady sat down for dinner. I did kind of laugh at Jessel, because when Jenna came out there in that leather outfit, and she asked her if that outfit was recycled from a trunk. I was like, girl, that is so rude. Uh, Bell says no antibiotics or chemicals in organic milk. At least that's what they claim. I was about to say that's probably what they claim. But I don't drink. I can't drink milk because lactose intolerant, so I wouldn't know one way or the other. You say yes. Becky is a weirdo, and then when she was talking about breastfeeding her kid, I was like, girl, you still breastfeeding when they got teeth? Mm-mm. She is very aloof, because she also asked, what's her name? What's the new girl's name? Damn, what is her name? Raquel. When she asked Raquel, was her earrings was that a vagina? I was like, how did you get a vagina from that? How did you get a vagina from her earrings? Now, I also want to back up real quick. So, this outfit that Jenna has on, right? Jenna was talking about the fact that how she got into um wearing leather and stuff because a guy she was dating, I guess he was a reporter, and he had to go into some of the sex clubs in New York City. I was like, was that a real story, Jenna? Like, was that a real story that he had to actually do? Or was that something that he actually just wanted to do and take you to it? Because I mean, I have so many questions when it comes to that. She is very silly. She is silly, but she definitely had me cracking up laughing. But I was just sitting there thinking to myself, like, this Jen, I think that man was playing you. I think that man might have been trying to see what you was into and what you weren't into. Because again, I know that back in the 80s and the 90s they did do stories about those things in New York, but okay, you know what? It is what it is, right? So they start doing the food, and Aaron does the the whatever they have to read. She was reading it, and then Rebecca helped her, and I was like, wait a minute, so Rebecca's Jewish? And Aaron said it at the same time that I was thinking it. I was like, but she's a part of Scientology. So how are you in the Scientology thing and also Jewish? Those two things don't mix. They don't go together, right? They don't go together. That's like me. I grew up a Baptist. I was baptized when I was 3 years old, but I switched over to now I switched. So I don't claim. So I say that I was baptized, right? But going forward with the rest of my, after about 10 years old, I was active in the Kojic church, but I don't ever say that, oh, well, I'm Kojic and I'm Baptist. No, I'm just, at this point, I'm just religious. I believe in God. I don't go to church. I don't do none of that stuff, right? But for her to be in Scientology and Jewish, it's so weird. But she's weird. She's weird as well. But she's also the one that was talking about the fact that she went to Jenna saying that they should have a beef for this season. Where'd y'all find Rebecca? Who suggested Rebecca to this show? Is a question that I have. So then they started playing Never Have I Ever. And one of the questions was, never have I ever called a, a, a sexual partner the wrong name. Bryn says she's done it before and she immediately hopped off the man, right? It's something about Bryn that I can't put my finger on. She just doesn't seem authentic to me. If I'm being honest with you, the whole fascination with lesbians, it's weird to me when it comes to Bryn. Then the whole sex kitten thing with Bryn, it don't sit right with me. It seems like it's overdone. And then the thing that at the end of the episode, baby, we're gonna talk about that when we get to it, right? So then I think Sai went and it was never have I ever flashed somebody or been flashed. And so Aaron says she flashed people to get in a cab. It was also one, never have I ever saw a coworker naked, and Aaron has saw a coworker naked. I think that was it. If I miss any of them, please let me know in the comment section below. So before dinner, we saw Aaron and we saw Brandon sitting there talking to each other, right? So they want to play a joke on the girls. Now, this joke would have fell flat for me because I would have been pissed the hell off, right? So Aaron has one of those plastic roaches, and she wants to put the roach in the food and trick the girls. Please don't do that. Don't do that to nobody that's black. We did it to Uva, and we saw what happened with her, but don't do it to somebody from the hood. Don't do it to us. Don't play with our food because it ain't gonna end the way you think it's gonna end. I just want you to know that, Aaron, you did it with the right group of girls. Because I feel like if you done it with the Potomac girls or with the Atlanta girls, baby, it would have ended in fisticuffs. I really truly believe it would have done that, right? So Bell says, baby, they'll get monkey stomped. Like, right? Uh-uh. So I can't pronounce the dessert that Jenna made, but that's what Aaron put the roach in, right? So they were just eating out of. Now that was nasty too. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. That was a little nasty. That y'all all was eating, had y'all spoons, sticking y'all spoons in it, putting it in your mouth, and then oh god, that was nasty. Do y'all not know about cross contamination and all that kind of shit? Like that was nasty. That y'all were putting your spoons in your mouth and then, ugh, no, nasty. That would have been enough for me right there. So Jessel had put some on her plate, and that's where Jessel saw the roach. And Uba went and threw up in the bathroom, and Sai went to go check on her, and Sai threw up. I was like, ugh, this is just a lot of nastiness going on. This is just a whole hell of a lot of nastiness. But again, Aaron, don't ever, 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 ever try that. Well, you know what? Again, you tried it with the right group of girls because any other group of girls, it would have went a different way. But they were able to laugh with each other. I was like, y'all can laugh over a roach. And then Jenna put the two roaches in her leather outfit that she got on. I was like, oh, okay. So y'all all just nasty as hell, right? So the next morning they're gonna be having breakfast fixed, made for them, right? So we see as the guys came over, when that man opened their refrigerator and said, "It's a lot of shit in here." I cracked up laughing at that man saying, "It's a lot of shit in this refrigerator," because it was a lot of shit in that refrigerator. So Jenna, Jenna. Y'all know that I do like Jenna, right? Y'all know I do like Jenna, but see, this is my problem. This right here is my problem with the Real Housewives of New York. The fact that, like I said earlier, the ladies self-produce themselves. It's very obvious that they're self-producing. Number two, that they're secretive as hell. Like it's a reality show about your life, and you're secretive. Jenna, because when if I found out that Jenna was engaged 2 weeks ago when she was on the Sherry Shepherd show with Raquel, I was like, so in the premiere episode, you had your girlfriend slash fiance, well, your fiance's mother on the show, which I got a side off for your fiance's mother, the way she looked at Raquel, neither here nor there. But your fiance is not on this show. It don't sit right with me. Then Uber, I see Uber's boyfriend all over my timeline, but she said he ain't gonna be on this show. Make that make sense. This is a reality show about your life. Why y'all not showing y'all's real lives? It just doesn't make any sense to me. If that's the case, I as much as I do like Jenna and I do like Uber, maybe they should have been friends of. Maybe they should have been friends of the housewives since they don't want to show their real lives. Bill says, I don't like it either. Why can't he be on the show? We want to see lives. Exactly. It's aggravating. Like, that's my problem. So Jenna is talking about showing them her engagement ring. And she's like, well, I don't know if I'm going to go down the aisle. She's like, maybe it's just, to show that we had that commitment to each other. I was like, okay, cool. I don't have a problem with that. But why can't your fiance be on the show? Do y'all not like, what is it? Here's the thing. I do get people being afraid of bringing their relationships to reality TV because we see what happens, right? Things happen and sometimes they break up. There are things that people come out of the woodwork saying, "Oh, I'm sleeping with your man" and stuff like that. I get that, but you're still a public figure, and somebody can do a deep dive and find out who you're in a relationship with. So I don't know what y'all are. I don't get what y'all are hiding, and that's my problem. Because even with Jessel was talking about how she spends $1,100 a month to keep her embryos frozen. Ooh, I'm gonna keep my comments about them embryos to myself because what I'm thinking is kind of rude, but I'm gonna keep it to myself, right? Then she's talking about the surrogate; it would be $250,000. I was like, damn, that's a lot of money. Ooh, my God, my God, today that's a lot of damn money. So, but yeah, Jessel's even open about her relationship and that conversation she had with Pavitt. She called him an asshole for telling her kids that she sleeps in. Well, girl, if it's true, then it's true. You can't be mad about that, right? So then Uba came down. She hugged Bryn, and she was talking about how she loves Bryn, but she's talking about Bryn is the one that really kind of, I guess she's trying to say Bryn is the one that brings her out of character sometimes. I was like, to an extent, because last season we remember you got so pissed off at Aaron and went off on Aaron. But I mean, I get it, right? I get it. She's saying she's not that confrontational, and some of the ladies bring it out of her. Okay, cool. Now, where I got lost at, because her and Bren were going back and forth with each other at one point, right? So they didn't show us this stuff from the night before, but I guess at some point during the night, Bren and Uba had a conversation with each other, right? When I heard the word angry, I said, I know you fucking lying to me. Because I heard the word angry. I said, I know exactly where we're going. I said, I hope we're not going where I think we're going with this word angry. I was just like, please, Lord, please don't say we're going to go down this route of what I think Bren of all people is about to say. And Uba said, yes, she absolutely did. So Bren is trying to have a conversation with Uba about stereotypes against black women and the whole angry black woman comment. I was like, I know you fucking lying. Wait a minute. Flag on the play. And then she gonna tell Aaron was like, she knew where she was going and she's trying to tell her she's not angry. Aaron, I appreciate you for saying that she's not angry, right? Let's get on Bren real quick. Bren, 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 Bren. I was really pissed off hearing, and then you called her a dumbass. I was like, girl, I know a dumbass. Says says the woman, Aaron, because Brand, I'm trying to keep my video monetized because I was about to call you out your name. I was about to call you out your name. I was about to call you out of your name, but girl, oh no, it was a 3-letter word. It was a 3-letter word. Because here's the thing: I don't care if you sleep with men for money, whatever you do, right? But you are. Oh yeah, you can cuss in the comments. You can cuss. I'm just trying to, you know how YouTube is so fickle with certain words that you say, but you can cuss in the comments. I don't care about that. But I was about to call her a 3-letter word that a gardening tool. I was about to call her a damn gardening tool. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, yes. Then called the girl like, oh, like I got pissed off because here's the thing. Here's the thing with you. You're not even showing your real life either because, like I said, this whole sex kitten thing with you is fake as hell. Nothing about you is real. Like I felt bad for you last season when you were talking about your family and your dad and all that kind of stuff. I really didn't feel bad for you. But girl, you are white passing. Ain't nothing about you screaming black. So for you to sit here and try to have a conversation with a black woman about the angry black woman trope is is hypocritical at best, girl. Don't try it. Don't do it. And then, like I said, you called her a dumbass. Brand, sit the fuck down, please, and thank you, because mm-mm, you had Joe nerve. You had your nerve. Now I'm here for you in the early part of the episode. I do agree with you that you should, when you want to go home, Aaron should have said fine, right? Because I didn't agree with Sai coming in and giving you the cold shoulder. I didn't agree with that, but I really don't agree with you trying to have a conversation with a black woman about black woman things. You're not a black woman. Brent, you're not black. I hate to tell you that. You're not black. You're biracial. So you don't know the struggles of a black woman. You don't know those struggles. So for you to and you don't have the range, like Candace said on Real Housewives of Potomac, you don't have the range to have this conversation. So please sit down and shut the hell up. Bill says, had the nerve, this white woman. Exactly, a whole ass white woman. Because girl, when I first saw you in the cast photo last season, I was like, damn, it's all white women on this cast. But then you said your dad is black. I was like, oh, girl, I would have never guessed it. And then your brother, do y'all have the same daddy? Because that man is white too. Like y'all are white people. Again, this ain't nothing. This ain't no shade, no slight to white people. I love everybody, but ain't nothing about you screaming black. Whew, my lord, today. She is a white woman, period. She may have some African ancestry, but please don't get it twisted. Exactly. Like, girl, you had me fucked up all the way up. Because I was like, when we got to the end of the episode and they started having that conversation, I was like, I know we are not going here. The audacity, like Brent, literally the audacity of you. Well, the caucasity of you. Let me be more specific. The caucasity of you, girl. Sit down somewhere. So that was really the episode, you guys. Surprised that I gave you guys a 31-minute review because here's the thing. Again, I like Real Housewives of New York, but you guys know I am an original Housewives of New York fan, right? I do like these girls. Hopefully, if they get a season 16, I feel like at that point these girls will be at that point like 3 years into the game, so they should know each other better by that point. But I do think that Bravo needs to at least bring some of the women from the original Roni over with these women. I think that would be a good look. I think that that would probably flesh out some of the issues that are had with this show. But hey, that's all I got. Bell says as soon as Brent said angry, I knew where it was going. I did too, but I was praying and hoping it wasn't going where I was thinking it was going. I was hoping it wasn't going there, but then she went there. And I was like, oh, so you really did try to go there? Okay, girl. Okay. Mm-mm. Wrong road. In the words of Portia Williams, wrong road, wrong road. But yeah, you guys, that's all I got. Also, you guys, please go check out Belle. She put her review up earlier today, so go check her out. And I got to get off here, you guys. Finish up the last few minutes of work, and then I'll be back for the live for Married at First Sight. So I will catch you guys later. So as always, you guys, please stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So I'll see you guys in Married at First Sight, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Y'all know I love Salt Lake City, but I'll see you guys then. Bye, Bill. I'll see you in your comments.